hope you guys can hear me. I was doing a Zoom meeting. Okay, so just start this blank screen for now. I'm gonna get some other stuff going on. Okay, and I cannot use a live chat. It says live chat's unavailable for some reason. Here, let me open up the YouTube live stream from my phone. If I can. I want to see if yeah, I can do that. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I can open up my YouTube live stream from my phone, but it's gonna echo because of the display thing from here. Looks like I'm doing okay. Actually, can I live chat? I want to see if I can live chat though. Oh, live chat is currently unavailable for content made for kids. Maybe you'll have to go and enable the live stream if that's what's required. Hold on. Can I like pause the recording or I can just like move away from this? There we go. There it is. One person watching. Here, let's click on this. I'll mute for just 1 second.
Hello.
This. Okay. Actually, I didn't mute myself, did I? Maybe I did. Not sure if I muted myself or not. Nope, this is not it. This is not it. This is not it. I keep on clicking random ads. Nothing else seems to work. There we go. There's my video. But I'm currently live streaming to you guys. I'm actually playing it right now. Now I'll mute. Actually, there's no need to mute. Comments are okay. Actually, I didn't mute myself, did I?
That actually makes sense. So for those of you guys who are going to watch this live stream now or later, remember this was actually live at one time. If you would like to actually see the live stream live, let me know. Okay, I'll try to. And actually, can I edit this? What can I edit? I can't edit anything else except the live chat part being unavailable. I'll try to fix that. Okay, I will try. I'll try to fix it whenever I can. So over here, I have opened up Google, as you can see, because I'm currently working on a project in Photoshop, which I want to show you guys. Okay, actually, I did make a video before it, but I decided to delete it overall in the project. If you saw, I uploaded a video today around this time, relatively. So I uploaded a video and now I'm doing a live stream, both in one day. Actually, the video, if you noticed, I made it 2 days ago. Today's Tuesday. I'll make a quick live stream because I have to get this over with. I have other stuff to do. Probably this weekend I'll make a longer live stream, okay? There'll be another video in Photoshop. I might do a second live stream once I can get the comment thing fixed. And yeah, I wanted to see if I could upload it to somewhere else besides just YouTube. Some people like to upload on Twitch. I have a Twitch account, but for some reason, whenever I click on where, because there's a Prime version, I'm using Streamlabs OBS, and you guys can't see that actually. You guys cannot see that, or can you? I don't think you can actually, but that's what I'm using to stream. So yeah, because I'm only streaming this part right over here, only the front part. Like this over here, you guys can see the part that's at the bottom where my mouse is right now, but that's fine. So yeah, let's get to it. Let me open up Photoshop. Give me 1 second. I have it open already. I just need to, I have it open. I just need to get the thing there so you guys can see it as well. Hold on. It is on its way. It is on its way. Actually, it's trying. It's trying so hard to come. There it is. There it is. Home, home, home. Home sweet home. This is what Photoshop looks like. And as you can see, I have been working on a couple projects of my own, actually. You can see PD, we have Chad. Chad is actually a character from Adobe Animate. And if you guys don't know that, I have the Bark Knight right over here, version.png. I wanted to make a YouTube video with our first Photoshop project, but that just couldn't happen. Honestly, it wasn't supposed to be a YouTube video, it was supposed to be a video. I would show you guys how to make it. And I'm getting actually started my panorama. Once I need to make a display for you guys, and then I'll reteach it to you. I know this is a long process, but this is just how I roll. However, I was working on a sponge of me. As you can see, I took this image and I simply made it into this, okay? So if you guys want and know how to do this, you could take your favorite SpongeBob meme or whatever you have and turn it into something like this, okay? I know this is very simple. All I did was I just selected, so if you do have, for Windows, it's Control A, for Mac, it's Command A, um, and then I pasted it into here. And if you guys actually know, so this is obviously from a different place. I took one SpongeBob image and another SpongeBob image and I put them together. This was actually from the episode, actually in my previous video, which I'll probably leave somewhere here, or you can check it out in the icon, whatever you want to. What happened was I actually, let me bring my mic a little closer. Okay, what happened actually was what I did was this is from the campfire episode from SpongeBob where SpongeBob sings the campfire song, and this was actually I wanted to make a title card for the video before, and this is what Patrick said. Well, it may be stupid, but it's also dumb to Squidward. When Squidward's just talking about how stupid this idea was. Was it the campfire episode or was it a different one? I think it was maybe campfire one. Well, maybe stupid, but it's also, I think it was the campfire episode when we was talking about their camping, I think. Now, this cut that was actually from a different episode, and I just brought that image and I put it in here, okay? So, let's just cut that out over here. And as you can see, I did take some text away. So, like, what does this mean? Lauren Ipsum. Can you guys read that? Lauren Ipsum? Hold on. My friend Noah has been messaging me. No, he's just typing, I guess. Yeah, he's just typing. There's one here. Only if it's annoying, I can like stop. It's over. He's sending audio messages and just typing pretty fast. I want to know. I asked you guys before, what is your average typing speed? For me, it's around 50 or 60. I used to be like, dang, 30 is hard. Now I can type 50 or 60. I think Noah, he is like an 80. He's like an 80 typer. He's 80, and I'm not joking. I'll listen to his typing stuff later. Animation video will be coming this week as well. Yes, animation. So we got animation videos. We got all the videos that you wanted. They are starting next weekend. Not this. Next weekend. Okay. So I'll do a video per weekend, I guess, Saturday or Sunday. Maybe this weekend, but it will probably be on a Sunday, not a Saturday. Okay. Because Saturday I'm taking the pre-SAT, guys. Yes, me, Sid, taking the pre-SAT this Saturday. So actually, my school is offering it this Wednesday, so it's we're going to take it this Wednesday. And if you guys don't know, the entire test is Georgia for 20 minutes long. I have been studying for it. Yes, that is one main reason why I just couldn't make videos. Plus all the high school homework that I'm getting, so I'm not the guy who's got time to make YouTube videos. I make them for you guys. You guys are the people that matter to me, and you feel a lot of you guys matter a lot. And if anyone wants to join the live stream, you guys can just chime in whenever you want, okay? There will be no chat if anyone's chiming in right now, but so there is no chat. However, you guys can't do anything for me. There's like no way for me to actually like see you guys, okay? Because I'm pretty sure no one's watching this. Is there a way to like see from YouTube if see if anyone's watching? Because I'm using Streamlabs OBS, but I'm not using YouTube. Actually, I like Streamlabs OBS way more than OBS. Like Streamlabs OBS is pretty awesome. OBS is too much. It's too much. Honestly, I was thinking of doing a live stream first or recording it. Honestly, there's no difference. Nobody watches my video. What's the point of being a live stream when eventually it might not even be a recording, or might just like leave it there. I don't know if this will automatically go to YouTube after the stream's over, cause I don't know if I or maybe after I can make it to an but I'll see. I'll see. Is anyone watching live? Just say it by going to the YouTube video and commenting. I'll get the email. Do that. If you guys aren't watching live and if you're watching this not live, then you will probably be able to comment, because by then, when I upload the video, I will enable comments. So here's the SpongeBob meme. Again, pretty simple. So we're talking about this lorem ipsum. I wanted to do a text chat feature, but I guess it didn't just work out properly.
didn't work out at all. So my project for you guys, first of all, in this video, is take your favorite photos of me and make something similar to this, okay? As there was actually text in the bottom, I actually removed it. So if you guys are really know and are good at using Photoshop, you guys probably know how to make this, right? This is like very basic. So if you don't know how I made this, just use these tools, and then just like cover it over. And there's a way you can actually like automatically mask and fill the background with something else, and it'll work perfectly. So just there should be a line when you use the select tool over here, and then just take that away, okay? So I took Squidward away and replaced it with a different Squidward, okay? And it does this from over here. Again, full copyright to Nickelodeon. They own this image. I just want to make it for the sake of the video. It seemed pretty fun to do, honestly. I mean, who's love this one episode? But I hate Nickelodeon after what they did. Nickelodeon is doing. Don't watch Nickelodeon. I'm not a hater for Nickelodeon. I just love Nickelodeon. It was usually people think I'm watched, but as a Nickelodeon fan, I'm like, I'm too old. I'm 14. I'm almost 15. I'm 15 almost. I'm joking, not almost. I'm like, I passed my 14 and a half birthday, but I'm on my way towards 15. So I think now we are good to go and just take these guys and honestly do whatever we want to them because they look like they're ready to have some fun with. So if you guys do have any issues or any questions, leave it in the comments down below, or um, or I have no idea honestly, whatever you want. I don't care. If you don't have any questions, then I think we should be fine. So if you're wondering, okay, so what about the panorama? There are two types of panoramas that I'm currently working with. A seamless panorama, and the first one is supposed to be a David Hockney panorama, if you guys know about them. So David Hockney panoramas are pretty simple. You can take a David Hockney panorama and turn it into a seamless panorama. So what does this mean? It means take your iPhone camera, and for a seamless panorama, what you want to do is you just want to like turn it like this. But for a David Hockney panorama, you want to take pictures. I mean, your phone would say you would move. Like I'd be here, then I'd move there. But for this, I'm just changing the angle of my phone camera. Okay, so it's honestly pretty simple. So what's my takeaway from this? Nothing, absolutely not at all. I will get back to JavaScript soon. Pretty soon actually. I'm getting back to learning JavaScript and even coding some fun games. This was like a fun game. Alright, so yes. So how would I recommend making your panorama? You know there's this button called File. Where's that button? What am I looking for again? Oh, is it generate or is it export? What's the button I was looking for? Oh, yeah, file, automate, photo merge. Do not do this. I repeat, do not do this. A lot of YouTubers say file, automate, photo merge. And that's a great way, but it just isn't working for everyone. Okay? Especially if you're using the current newest version of Photoshop. And I will always use the newest version of Photoshop because I'm not a time traveler who wants to go and use other versions that are not up to date anymore. Actually, this was a problem for many people. Their files weren't opening for some reason. Like whenever they took an image file and they just couldn't open it. Now, if you guys know how to open files, right? Control or Commando, whichever thing you're using. And when you do use it, it should pop up. If not, you may need to update your thing. But if it does work, then that's fine. Just ask Adobe and see what problems you're having and whatever issues you're getting with Photoshop. You guys can just go ahead and ask them, okay? So professional photographers, they take awesome pictures and then they edit them in Photoshop as they need. Okay, now these are professional Photoshop users. Okay, if you're not professional, then I get it. Okay, you're on the basic, and this may seem pretty easy to you. Okay, I'm like, okay, like this. Using the tool, just looking to use whichever tool you feel comfortable with, whichever tool you like. Remember, each tool has a specific purpose, and they are part of the same. Some are harder than others, yes, but ultimately they have a simple goal. Like here we see the T, that's for text box. Whenever I want to write loose text like this, cut that out, create a text box for it. You can see the killers. And you can mask and unmask, you can use different layers, you can blend them together, but remember, do not do file, automate photo merge. Do not do that, okay? It will just not be good, okay? Instead, what I do is I recommend take your photos separately, open them separately, and then just copy and paste them into one. Just move them. That's what I did with this, okay? So I'm not there if you do file automate photo merge. That would be a direct way like a very simpler way to make a panorama. Now, do you guys know what a panorama is? You've seen one, right? Like, you have, it says an iPhone camera, keep moving to make a panorama, and then it'll just merge them all together. That's pretty much what we're going with, okay? And the reason we're doing this, the first one's pretty simple, but it looks like it's all merged together, like it doesn't seem very interesting, okay? This one is gonna look seamless, like it's all lined up, it's all perfect, and we don't want much, we want a certain number of overlap, basically, okay? To look like the image fits perfectly, okay? Because if you do overlap, like if you like take different pictures, it will take you a long time to do this, okay? My second tip for doing this, if you're doing seamless panorama, is take from a distance, okay? If you're doing a David Hockney panorama, which was the first one I talked about, you can stand pretty close, okay, in the pictures, guys. But if you're doing this one, no, I'm gonna stand pretty far, okay? There's no need, because generally when people do seamless panorama, you guys might want to like take a panorama of a football stadium or whatever you want, honestly. No, no, this time you want to I'm going to visual football stadium. But for these similar cases, okay, I recommend you stand at a distance, okay? Take a picture at a distance, okay? Stand about a little over an arm length away, okay, I guess, and then take your pictures, okay? But like I said, you're just talking, but you're not doing any explaining yourself, okay? So what am I supposed to understand from this? Well, again, I could have made the video, but remember, take your pictures, okay? Now, if I remember I told you to take your pictures. I don't know if I told you to take your pictures for the first panorama, and if you have your pictures, then in the next video I'll talk about it, okay? This is just the directions. Honestly, so here's the thing, okay? I can show you the SpongeBob meme, but I can't give you the directions. I can't show you the I can't show you the panoramas because I haven't done them, but I can talk about them. But for neither of them can make a video long enough to actually explain how to do it. But that will be game with the panoramas. Honestly, there's no really need to explain me this, okay? This was just something, a little fun project. It doesn't even have to be a SpongeBob meme. And I would love to see them, okay? As soon as I enable comments down here, share them to me, and I'd love to see them. Or you guys can email me, which I'd say it's easier. Email me. Honestly, if you comment, I'll still get an email for it. If you email me, I'll go straight to email. But I don't really care. You guys can just email it to me, and I'll see it. And I'll be like, yeah, this seems pretty cool. So I know whenever you finish a Photoshop document, it ends with a PSD. Photoshop document, and I know not a lot of people like to email those. So if you're wondering, should I email you the PSD or should I email it to you as an MP4 or not MP4, an MP3 or JPEG or JPG? I'll take JPG, JPEG, whatever you can honestly do, okay? It's a Photoshop document, and if I can't read it, then I might tell you, hey, it's nice, I just can't see it, and I can get back to you on it. And I can talk about this, okay? Honestly, I haven't had time really to do the explanations because I was busy. Now, the reason why I could explain this is too easy to explain. Just too easy to explain. And you guys get that, right? How long have I been recording, though? Or I mean, not recording, streaming. Is there a way to figure out how long? Yeah, how am I supposed to like? There's an end screen button on Streamlabs, but I want to see my video on YouTube without actually having to go and be as a viewer. I think when I do one from YouTube, I can start a stream from there, right? You're like, let's see, don't you hate live streams? There's no point. Nobody watches my videos. I told Ishan Nagar, oh yeah. So if you guys saw my last video, we were talking about Minecraft game. That will come later. So yes, this was this. What else do I have? Blank stuff, I guess. This is one panorama I was working on. I think this is a table tennis thing. I do play pool table tennis. You can see actually the pool stands over here, and this table tennis. This is a convertible both, so we can convert this to a pool table. If not, and then we can just put table tennis on the top of it, and then put this blanket right over there. Okay. I've been joining some clubs. I've joined 3 clubs. TSA, which is technology service. I don't know. I don't like acronyms. They scare me. What was it? Technology service advancement, technology service something. And I joined the animation club, and I'm joining the computer science club. Okay. So I'm joining those clubs. The problem is computer science is going to teach JavaScript, and honestly, I already know all about JavaScript. However, my friend Noah, he was saying that he was learning HTML and CSS, which were actually, if you remember P5.js, those are 2 other ways you could do code, HTML or CSS. However, JavaScript is probably the most popular one. Now, I want to know if you guys have a GitHub account by now. I know I mentioned using GitHub and GitHub account on this chair, this very same chair, way back in the summer. about getting a GitHub account in the P500 playlist. Do you guys have one? I would recommend getting one if you're gonna code. Easy place to store code, share code, see code, everything, okay? Rather than you just having a big messy P5.js, GitHub is your next door neighbor. It's like your closet of files. It'll help you out, okay? So if you delete some stuff in P5.js and because you don't want it there, but you want it available some reviews get it. Now GitHub is a little weird and crazy because of how it is. Now GitHub is coded in Ruby, and GitHub was actually came way before P5.js even was out. So it's been there, and a lot of people use it. If you would like to join my Zoom calls, we could do Google Hangouts or Zoom. I do have the basic free plan of Zoom, so it's 40 minutes. But if we run out of time, then I can start a new video. But I'm pretty sure 40 minutes max is enough time. So we could spend about 30 minutes and we could plan out like the next phase of Photoshop or honestly whatever. If you have a project idea, I'd love to hear it in the comments down below. Okay. So Panorama is next, and I will make the Panorama as soon as I want. However, it would probably be the seamless one, not the David Hockney. Or I'll probably start out as a David Hockney and then transition to a seamless one. Though it's going to be more seamless than David Hockney for a long time. But there'll be similar steps in making the David Hockney Panorama. Any questions? This is like I'm teaching a class. Is anyone watching though? If you're watching, like this video. That means one person watched this video, second person watched this video. Now obviously they're like, how can you tell the people who like during the live stream and when they didn't? Well, I can check. I can check. Okay. This is the benefit of having two separate monitors. And Ethernet. What's to do next? Honestly, I didn't plan this thing out. Here, let's do something fun, you guys, okay? Let's do... What do you guys want to do? Animate? Do you want to animate? Do you want to see me animate? You want to get an animation? Adobe Animate? What do you want? Actually, let me check my mail. That is something I seem like doing right now, actually. Or no, playing 8 Ball. You guys want game pitching just 8 Ball? We've just been after it, like, this game after game, next game after that game, this game that, with that game, you know? We've just been after it, man. Just after the game. You guys hear the music? Yeah, that's the music it plays. And why am I live streaming this? I have no idea. I'm honestly just like, you know what? Forget about it. Okay, it's my live stream. I'll do whatever I want. Thing is, you can never like really script your live streams because they're live and you have no idea honestly what you're doing. I'll invite someone to my next game. Do you guys know how many wins I have in 8 Ball? I only have 20 wins in 8 Ball. 20 wins isn't a lot. I just had my 20th one recently. It was my 20th win. And that's pretty special to me. Have you guys been watching any news, politics? Are your parents voting? Or did you watch any, sports? How have you guys been doing? I want to really talk about how you guys have been. I've been fine actually. I am in high school, and honestly, high school has completely changed my life. I didn't know how crazy it could be and just be too much for my mind, but making a YouTube video that would be alive is something else. Okay, here's my next plan. If I get to a certain number of subscribers, I'll do more live streams. There's no point in doing live streams. The live chat will be disabled. You guys can talk to me, and yeah, so it's a pretty bad idea. Okay. But I could do a Zoom meeting honestly though, and not this at all. Honestly, actually, you could actually do Zoom. Now you couldn't live stream it, but you can record on Zoom and then post that onto YouTube. You can do that though. I mean, you can if you want, but if you won't. What do you guys want to do? Any ideas? Any SpongeBob meme? Did you guys finish the SpongeBob project? Yeah, okay, good. What to do next is a pretty good question, honestly. I didn't plan this far. Let me check my mail now. Let me check my mail. My YouTube video is live. That was my one mail. Your channel is live. I know. I live streamed it. so exciting about the mail. Alright, let's get started with, you guys want to make a project like right now? Alright, let's go. Create new. Yeah, we're doing a project. Create new. Hurry up, create new, or do I have to click it again? Then click it right, yeah, I clicked it again. Alright, do 8 by, what was it? Click create. Yeah, do my default stuff, you guys, okay? Hit, okay, here's one more thing, okay, you guys? When you're gonna save your images for your file, either save it onto a flash drive or on Google Drive. Now, today, October 13th, which is the reason why I want to make the video today, because starting today, if you guys notice in Google Drive, they were saying this over and over again, starting today, October 13th, trash in Google Drive completely permanently changing that. From now on, whenever you get something in the trash for 30 days long, it'll be permanently deleted forever. And what that means is, even after you would put stuff in the trash, they would still be there. You could still have a copy, and if you need something, if you actually put it in the trash, you could easily get it out, okay? But from now on, if you do put something in the trash, after the 30th day is over, it's gonna be gone, okay? And the reason it's like this is because from now on, they just don't want to do that anymore. If you guys wonder how much Google Drive storage I've used, I think I've used about almost 2 gigabytes, or no, a little over 1 gigabytes out of the 15 gigabytes that I have for free. I've used Google Drive a lot, like a lot. Actually, I use Google Drive for my first videos, which I would record on my camera on my Dell laptop, which Sammy broke. Did you guys notice that it dropped this pencil thing right after I said mad at him, like a sound effect kind of thing? It was this. Okay, so what we're gonna do with this blank thing over here, okay, is hit Control O or Command O. I don't really know what you're using, so do whatever works for you guys. Is it coming? I did Control O. You know what that means. I'll do it again. Now? Still not happening. Nothing's happening, actually. I have so many entitled stuff. I need to close all of these entitled stuff. Because if I have something that's entitled, then that's not good. Are these the images? Yeah, the images are fine. I'll delete them. I'll just delete everything. And especially the white Squidward Photoshop document. Okay, let's try one more time. Control O. Now it's working. Or something happened. Okay, there we go. Finally. Okay. This opened up. Uh, hmm. What to do? What to do? Pictures. I'm sure you guys have pictures. These are my pictures. Am I spoiling the Dogman movie at this point? Am I? No, I'm not. I'm not actually spoiling the Dogman movie right now. Now I'm gonna take picture one, I guess. Open it up. Also, this time poem was the same poem you guys remember from the notebook, the poem Womp, which means Jackson we're working on. We were writing this thing in Google Docs during the summer. So over here, I have shapes, and I'm going to talk about shapes because the thing about shapes is that you can never like really just stop using shapes. As a matter of fact, I have a protractor with me, and I pretty much forgot how to use one. I'm joking, how to use one. So you notice how picture one is here, and it's here. So what you do is you can do Control or Command A, Control or Command C, come over here, and now do Control or Command V. And boom, it's now here, which means yes, you can now finally close it. Now you're like, okay, Sid, it's centered and everything, but doesn't it look a little too small on this pretty big frame thing? Yes, so what I would recommend now is in this part of the video, look at an image of shape, okay, something like this. You just look for a shape, anything you want, and then come in and pause the video until at this step. Because I'm not waiting, I'm gonna live stream. So what we're gonna do first is look, okay, so I know this is big, it's centered and everything, but it's still big, but don't worry, we can always adjust the cannon size later. Did I do something? Oh yeah, I press Control Shift A. So, do you guys know what happens when you press Control Shift A? I'm gonna show you what happens when you do Control Shift A. It says, welcome to Camera Raw 12.4. I'm gonna get started, I guess. Hey, why is my thing there? I don't think you guys can see it at this point. Can you guys see it? No, maybe not. Wait, what do you guys see? And I can't even see my video because of how this thing is. I want to make sure. You guys can see the thing. But from right now, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it or not? Hold on. What do you see? Oh, that's what you see. You don't see it here. Let me. Now you guys can see it, right? And alright, so when you do Control Shift A, this is what happens, okay? I get these options, okay, on you get basic over here, and then it says white balance, as shot. Now a lot of professional users of Photoshop, they do Control Shift A sometimes to do this, okay? If you actually want to get things that just Photoshop doesn't have and want to get into these details and these features on these types of images, then you can do that as so. It's entitled to because that's the current name of this. I haven't named it yet. I'll change the name of it later. But right now, we're here. It says profile color. What happens if you do monochrome? See now how it's kind of like black and white, like kind of grayish? I'm going to leave it at color. So we're editing this particular image right over here, okay? So I can edit my shapes, okay? Well, what about the temperature? What does the temperature do, okay? The temperature won't honestly really affect anything unless you're actually talking about, like, the colors. So if you want to change the color of your shapes, you can do that by doing this, like so. See, I'm dragging my cursor around this. I want it to be, maybe if I want it to be a pretty, a little bright, a little darkish kind of thing. And then the tint. The tint, you guys probably might want to change as well to somewhat like this, or maybe somewhat like this. Okay, whatever you like. Now the exposure is in the middle right now. How exposed do you want it to be? Contrast. I love contrast because it like shows me do I want a pretty dark contrast, or I want a pretty high contrast. And then the highlights, do I wanna, or do I wanna, actually for highlights for me it doesn't really matter, especially for this image. Shadows, shadows don't matter either, or blacks, none of these really matter. Texture, actually texture does kind of matter, but not in this sense, not in any visual sense, as you guys can see. Clarity, vibrance, right? Or saturation. Saturation also doesn't matter as well. Or now we get into the other options. Okay, curve. Curve is the first option here. And look at this. Look at how curve, like, honestly plays an effect on this stuff. We can honestly, like, choose what kind of curviness we want. And I want a strong contrast. If we get into details, we can get into sharpening, noise reduction, but this doesn't really matter. Or color noise reduction. Okay. Color mixer. And I really like about color mixer is like you can only show your colors, but for now I think we're good. See how it says yellow, greens, aquas, blues, purples. It has different color options. So if you want to get into a little art project drawing, then you guys can use this. Split toning. Okay. Again, we're talking about the highlights and colors and stuff. But notice how my image looks pretty dark. Okay. I can't actually zoom this thing in. Okay. Alright, so this is how it is in its actual size, okay? And let's see actually. And then we get optics, which I honestly don't really care about. Um, then we get into geometry, but it doesn't really matter to me about this stuff. I mean, you guys can kind of like change this thing, its geometry, alright? Like where it's positioned, X is the, this part, Y is up and down. Effects is pretty nice actually. You guys want green, but again, for this it really doesn't matter much to me. And then collaboration, okay? And I'm gonna click OK. Then we get something like this. We went from this to this, and you're like, so all it did was change an image and change its looks. And you're like, okay, fair enough. Now what happens if I do this? It's gone, okay? So an easy way to like take something away and keep it is by using the eye icon. I basically means so I use that as well for my SpongeBob meme project, okay? A little thing I did. I used the layers to show, but I don't need this. I can turn this thing off. I want this. I'll keep that there. So I use that often. If there's something bothering you, just switch it off. Just let it go. Alright, we have a shape, which is honestly not a lot of work. But here, remember my first YouTube video where I made my first P5.j sketch and we barely had anything? This is what it means to be a first-time person, okay? So after this video, go make your panorama, go make your SpongeBob meme, go make whatever you honestly want to make, anything that seems interested to you, okay? Take my ideas. Now, one thing I didn't teach you is I didn't teach you guys the tools, okay? I taught you about the selection tool, but I didn't really explain anything else, okay? And some of those tools that I did talk about were pretty basic, and I didn't necessarily explain which tool to use and what. So I will either talk about that in maybe not the next one, but the one after it in more detail, okay? But I'll see if I can get through a quick browse through, okay? This is the move tool, okay? You can use it to move the image as to wherever you like, okay? If I want it centered, I keep it centered. This right here is the regular marquee tool. Not regular, rectangular marquee tool. Okay, I can like just take that there, and I can use that as this. But we don't need to honestly do that. Then I have the lasso tool. Now the lasso tool makes freehand selection. So if I want to circle something, I can use that as well. It's kind of like this tool, except it's a lasso. Then there's our selection tool. I use this a lot in my SpongeBob meme game. I select something, give it some time. Honestly, how much time does Photoshop take? Because honestly, the video lagging. If it's lagging, then it is a problem. Okay, I don't care if you guys can hear me well, but it's a problem if my video is lagging. Wait, is it working or not? Something's happening. Alright, so blending options. Yeah, it should open up like a. Oh yeah, so layer. Hold on, I'll have to move this as well. Layer style. I honestly don't care about. I don't care about that. Alright, next is the. What is the. Oh yeah, the crop tool. So see. So we can crop stuff a lot, okay? Honestly, cropping is something that a lot of people like to do, but I honestly don't need to do that. The frame tool creates placeholders for images, okay? So let's say I use the frame tool over here, and I use that for this, okay? So in frame 2, I can honestly just say bye to that. I just hit backspace, right click, isolate the layers. Okay, so and this makes a frame, okay? Well, there's the eyedropper tool. And I can change which color I want. For this, it shows me honestly which shade of colors I'm using. Like maybe here, I can pick up some senses of red, some green I guess when I'm talking about the circle, and some blue as well when I'm there. So you can use this to always see and check what on the color scale what it's like. Alright, next is the brush tool. Now the brush tool is pretty interesting honestly, but I honestly can't use the brush tool because I don't need it at this point. Alright, next one is none other than the clone stamp tool. Alright. which also as well you'll need to do. The history burst tool or Y, but I don't need to use that as well. The eraser tool is pretty important, but I couldn't use the eraser because of that. With the grading tool, alright, right click, just say bye to that. Alright, this will be my only video in explaining how these like tools work. Here's the pen tool, okay? What am I doing? What am I doing? And then there's the type of text box tool, okay? If you want some text, you can just move it, and then you can like write stuff. And do I see the text or not? Or should I like write it in like a I basically wrote the typing was small, but I don't know if you guys can see that. Alright, that's basically it for this video, okay? That's how I got the Lord F zone, okay? So now, let's go home. Now, if you know that Adobe Photoshop does crash lots of times, then yeah, it could pretty much crash often, okay? I mean, so that's why I would recommend save Adobe Photoshop more than once, as many times as you need, okay? And yeah. So just keep on saving it, okay? You never know how many times you might need to like have a copy with you saved, and it doesn't work. So I would recommend hit save often. I'm so mad because nothing been happening lately. And if you're wondering what has been happening lately, I'll tell you a lot of bad stuff. I'm playing 8-ball, but just to keep the mind fresh. Okay, it's almost 7 in my time zone. Well, 6:45 right now, but time is pretty much time for me to like stop making my video, I guess. So before I end this video, this live stream, I guess, Adobe Animate and all those other videos are coming soon. I want to get Python started very soon. It's gonna start even sooner than you guys think. Okay, which is like what you said, like 2021, like end of this year. Yes, we'll see. I need that Python interpreter though, but it's coming soon. Okay, either this month or next month, or around Halloween-ish, if it's coming this month. Alright.